today, Pinky?
Uh, I am fine.
Very good. What about the weather in your place right now?
Uh, it is sunny, but it's not too hot. A little bit cold.
Wow, that's really great. Because here in the Philippines, we actually have a typhoon. So I think the typhoon landed yesterday. Right now it is a bit sunny in the morning. Earlier it was a bit sunny, but now there is a strong wind. Yeah, so
Yes.
it's very windy today here, but there's no typhoon anymore. Anyway, Pinky, we
Unit
are still
5.
in Unit 5. So this time, we are going to continue with pronunciation, which is part 7. So here, I want you to listen to the audio and answer the following questions. Oh, I actually, this is done. Let me see. Oh yeah, this one's done
Unit
already.
5. Pronunciation. Exercise.
Okay. So yeah, I'm sorry. We will just continue. We will get started today for I in part 8 instead, not part 7 because we just finished that one last year. So here, I want you to tell me the things um to tell me some things that you have to do at home. What are the things that you have to do at home? For example, I have to tidy my room every week. Okay, I have to change the bed sheets every week too.
Mhm.
And I have to do my laundry once a week. What about you, Pinky? What are the things that you have to do at home?
Uh, I have to study and take a shower at home.
Very good. Okay, what are the things that you mustn't do at school?
Uh, I mustn't play my phone in the class at school.
Yes, very good. Okay, what are the things that you don't have to do at the weekends?
I don't have to um go to my uh go to school at weekends.
All right, very good. So, what are the things that you must do before this week ends? I mean, before this week
Uh,
ends.
uh, I must do my math homework before this weekend because I have a math class, extra classes, math
Very
extra
good.
class.
Wow, that's really great. Okay, so are you almost done with that math activity?
I haven't done uh I haven't done any exercise.
Oh, okay. What about number 5? What are the things that you shouldn't do, but you sometimes have to do it? I mean, what are the things that you shouldn't do, but sometimes you do it secretly?
Um, I read my comics because my mom uh doesn't allow me to read comic books, and I sometimes and when I am free and my mom goes to work, I go to uh um the shopping mall to buy comic books and read it secretly.
Oh, okay. Why is it that your mom doesn't allow you to read comics?
Because I think uh My academic results isn't good, so my mom don't doesn't want me to read comic books.
Okay, I understand. It's probably because you don't balance your time in reading comics and in doing your um studies at school. Okay. How about the things that you ought to do but probably won't do it? What are those?
Mm, uh, I think the the activity is learning the revise the lesson in the English club.
Harden Pinky?
I think ought to I ought to revise the lesson of the English club, but I probably won't do it.
Okay. So thank you so much for sharing all the things that you have to do and the things that you mustn't do. Okay. So that is a good start, Pinky. Now in here, let's move on with our vocabulary part. So these are adjectives and prepositions. Okay, so if we're going to recall, adjectives are words that we use to describe the noun, and prepositions are the words that we use to tell where is the position of the noun. Okay, so what are examples of adjectives, Pinky?
Examples:
Hmm,
funny, interesting, uh, angry, thirsty, hungry. Yes,
very good. What about some prepositions?
in, on, under, about, with.
Very good. Okay, now let's look at this one. How do you feel when you have to do things that other people tell you? Okay, for example, I feel annoyed with my parents when they tell me to eat things that I don't want to in the first place. What about you, Pinky? How do you feel?
Uh,
Hello, Pinky.
uh, hello, teacher.
Oh, yes, you're back. Okay, so how do you feel when somebody would tell you some things that you don't want to do?
Uh, I feel uh annoyed and a little bit angry when my mom uh confiscate my phone or my comics or my sketchbook because I can live without them, and she told me to study.
Okay, I understand that one because I used to feel like that when my mom did it when I was in high school. Okay, how about when your dad tells you not to go to your friend's house, but you want to go there, how would you feel?
I feel angry and um, sometimes swear, um, sometimes I swear that just like, uh, that is an evil, and I am very annoyed, and I want to go to my friend's house, and w- uh, sometimes I um think I hate my parents because they always want to prevent me from the things I like.
Okay. But you won't realize all the things that your parents are doing these days when you're just growing up, not until you become a parent on your own. Yeah, then you will look back and try to reflect that, oh, okay, even though that I was mad when my parents did it during my teenage years, but I just realized that it is also for my own good, like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, that is actually normal experience when we are growing up. Okay. So this time, in the examples below, with follows annoyed. In these sentences written, I don't understand the instruction. Okay.
Yeah.
In the examples above with follows annoyed. Ah, so this is the example that was written. Okay, I feel annoyed with my parents when they tell me to eat things I don't want to. So that example is followed by the word annoyed. Okay, so in these sentences written by exam candidates, underlines Okay, so here are the three sentences. So all we have to do is to underline the preposition that comes after the adjective. Okay, so if we're going to go back in here, I feel annoyed with my parents when they tell me to eat things I don't want to. So what is the preposition that is used after the adjective? So we have here with. All right. So that is only an example. Now it's your turn, Pinky. Number one, my father was angry with me.
Wait.
With, very good. Two, I never get tired of watching this film.
Oh,
That's right. Three, he was very sorry about what happened.
about.
That's right. Okay, perfect for that one, Pinky. Now, this time, I want you to complete the sentences with the prepositions about, of, or with. Then think of more adjectives for each preposition and add them. Okay, so look, we have the first set here afraid, ashamed, jealous, bored, fond. So, what preposition can we add for all of these adjectives? Is it
Uh,
about,
no.
of, or with?
Of.
Very good. So I'm afraid of, ashamed of, jealous of, bored of, fond of. Okay. How about number two? Angry, disappointed, pleased, satisfied.
Uh, and wait.
Okay. I'm angry with. I'm disappointed with. I'm pleased with. I'm satisfied with. All right. Let's see. Very good. And lastly, what is this?
Uh, about.
About. Very good. So what are other adjectives that you can use for each of the prepositions, Pinky?
Uh,
Okay, for hello, Pinky.
Yeah, teacher.
Yes. Let me give you an example. Let's think of more adjectives that we can put for each preposition. Okay, so for the for the preposition of, so I can say aware of, capable of, proud of. I'm proud of you, like that. I am tired of this game, like that. I am full of love. So we have aware, capable, proud, tired, full. What about with? Or what about you? Do you have any more adjectives that you can use it with a preposition of?
Hello, teacher.
Yes, Pinky?
The adjective that uh adjective we off are ahead of,
Very good. What else? Give me at least three.
confident of,
Pardon?
confident, confident of,
Very good. Then,
uh, thoughtful of,
very good. Okay, what about with? Okay, let me give you my uh example with. Oh, I am comfortable with the idea. I am comfortable with him, like that. Okay.
yeah,
How about, oh, let me think. With, concerned with, busy with, familiar with, like that. How about you, Pinky?
impressed with,
Pardon?
impressed,
Impressed with. Nice. Okay. How about? For example, I'm curious about. Okay. I am excited about. I am confident about. Like that. So give me
uh,
three adjectives that can be used for the preposition about.
uh, anxious about, excited about, happy about.
Wow, very good, Pinky. Now, let's make a sentence using each of the, oh, not each. Let's make at least one sentence using an adjective together with its preposition. Okay, for example, I'm afraid of sharks.
Uh, I'm, I'm ashamed of my bad academic results.
All right. Then we have here with. I'm very pleased with the result of my exam last month.
I'm disappointed. I'm angry with my mom not to allow me to draw.
Oh, I cannot hear you well, Pinky. Say that again, please.
I'm angry with my mom because she doesn't allow me to draw.
All right. Okay, then we have here about example. Um, I'm sad about what happened to the two students yesterday.
I'm crazy about drawing and reading comics.
Wow, perfect, Pinky. Okay, so any question about using adjective together with a preposition?
No.
Okay. Now I want you to look at the picture in here. So you can actually ask me any questions with the correct preposition. For example, is there anything in the news that you feel sad about? Then I would say, oh yeah, I feel sad about what happened to the forest because there was a big fire. Okay. So what about you, Pinky? Oh,
Uh,
sorry. This is only an example. Now it's your turn.
is there anyone you sometimes get angry with?
Okay. How about this one?
When you were small, what were you afraid of?
Very good. 4.
What do you sometimes get bored with?
Say that again. What do you sometimes get bored?
With.
All right. How about this?
Is there anything you feel nervous of?
Nice. Okay. Now I'm gonna ask you question using the question. I'm gonna ask you question here. Then you provide an answer for the questions number 1 to 5. So number 1, is there anything in the news that you feel sad about, Pinky? Okay, you can actually give me a general answer, not based on the picture.
I feel sad about the typhoon which is coming to the north of Vietnam.
Yes, that is actually the same typhoon that we had yesterday. Yes, and you know what, Pinky? In the other university, like whose name Central Mindanao University, there were 2 students who died because of the terrible weather yesterday. Okay, so their school did not postpone the class. Okay, so students, of course, would go to school. Unfortunately, there was a young student, like I think she's in her second year. Yes. And there was a very big tree that fell down on her. She didn't run because she was wearing a headset. So she died, sadly. Then what happened with the other young student is she encountered an accident while driving her motorcycle because she couldn't see clearly because of the heavy rain and um what's that, once there's a heavy rain there is a fog on the road, so she couldn't see clearly, so she also died. So yeah, so that is actually one of the biggest news here in my locality. Yeah, so that is also in relation to what you said, that there's an upcoming typhoon in the north of Vietnam. Okay, so is there anyone that you sometimes get angry with, Pinky?
Yes, my father, my mother, uh, I think my family or my friends who I hate
Okay. So why do you get mad with at them?
because they annoy me and uh, I am I am an impatient person, so I am very easy to be angry.
I understand. What are the things that annoys you, Pinky?
Uh, Use my think that without permission or uh, prevent me from the things I like to do.
Okay, yeah, I understand that one, Pinky. Okay, so when you were small, what were you afraid of?
afraid of cockroaches, and now I am afraid of them. I'm still afraid of them.
Okay, up until now. How about when you were in your childhood days? What were you afraid of, but now you're not anymore?
Uh, uh, I don't know because I don't think anything.
It's all right, Pinky. Okay, so me, I used to be afraid of what's that? Like cat. But now I'm not afraid of them anymore. I can even touch them. I didn't know why I was so afraid of them when I was young. Yeah. Okay. So what do you sometimes get bored of, Pinky?
I sometimes get bored of studying because it makes me tired and feel sleepy.
All right. Question number 5. Is there anything that you feel nervous about?
Uh, when I give a presentation to my class because I am too anxiety and nervous. Uh, I am uh, ashamed.
Yeah, I understand. I also used to feel nervous when I do that one. Okay. So now, Pinky, thank you so much for answering my questions. Let's move on with our grammar. So it is all about adjectives that ends in ed and ing. Like for example, I feel excited. This is exciting, like that. Okay. So look, so in English there are many adjectives that ends in ing or ed. Just like relax. Okay, it could be relaxed, which is in past tense, or relaxing, which is in present continuous tense. Surprise. What else? Um, excite, excited, exciting, surprise, surprising. Okay, so in here, the adjective that ends in ed tell us about the feeling of a person. Like for example, I feel excited. Um, I feel excited for our vacation, like that. Okay, I'm going to bed because I'm tired. So that actually expresses my feelings of excitement um being tired. Okay, and we also have here adjectives that ends in ing and we use them to describe the effect of something. I'm going to bed. I've I've had a tiring day at work. Or I can say, oh, going to the beach is very exciting. Or sometimes we are describing the situation. That is adjectives that ends in ing. For example, this situation is very exhausting. So I am describing the effect of something. Okay, what causes the situation exhausting? It's probably because like that. So for every effect, there is always a cause and effect relationship. All right, Pinky?
Yes.
Okay. So now I want you to make a sentence using an adjective that ends in ed, just like this one.
I'm going to bed because I'm tired.
Um, how about your own sentence?
Ah, mm, uh, I'm surprised because my brother gave my brother gave me a new phone on my birthday.
Very good. Okay. How about an adjective that ends in ing?
Let me think. I am happy because I had a relaxing holiday.
Very good. Thank you for that one, Pinky. Okay, so do you know the difference when to use the adjective that ends in ed and ing now?
Yeah.
All right. So great. Now, I want you to quickly read the story. Okay, so at first, don't complete the gaps yet. Then we're going to answer the question. One, why did Leo ask the airline to help? Two, what happened in the end? So here's the story, Pinky. Love in the air. Wow. Okay, now look and read.
For many people, the flight from Europe to Australia is long and boring, but it wasn't for Abby and Leo Davies because that's where they first met. Abby was sitting on me, said Leo. I feel relaxed talking to her and we get on really well. We chatted all the way to Sydney, and it was surprising how quickly the time went. But they forgot to get each other's phone number. So after the flight, get contacted the airline. To be honest, it was a bit embarrassed because the staff were quite amused by the situation. But anyway, I gave them her seat number and waited. Abby, too, was feeling sad. I was annoyed with myself for not getting his number, she said, though I was also a bit disappointed he didn't ask me for mine. I thought he wasn't really interested in seeing me again, so I was amazed when the airline phoned to ask if I wanted to call Leo. I was so excited that I phoned him that evening. So soon we had our first date. Now we were married and we're very happy together.
Oh, wow. So it is truly indeed that love is just in the air, literally. Okay. So thank you so much for reading this one, Pinky. Now I'm going to ask you a question. Why did Leo ask the airline to help?
Uh, I think I forgot it.
Oh,
So
it's all right. So let's look at this one.
uh, uh, he asked the airline to get Abby's phone number.
Pardon?
Uh, Leo asked the airline to get Abby's phone number.
That's right. Okay. Because he asked the airline for Abby's phone number. Very good. Okay. So what happened in the end?
They had the first date and married.
Yes. And they are now happily married. Okay. So do you believe that story, Pinky?
Yes.
Yes, Pinky.
Yes.
Yes, because it is actually possible to happen. Yeah, they said that if you're meant to be, destiny will always find its way to you and to your what do we call that one? To your future wife or husband. Okay. So now I want you to look at the story in here and complete the blank.
I have I have I have completed it before.
Okay. So from numbers 1 to 10?
Yes.
All right. So we can actually skip this one. So here, I want you to look at this sentence. So what adjective that what adjective can you see in here uses ing? And how does the spelling change from the word in the brackets? Like for example, for many people, the flight from Europe to Australia is long and boring. So the spelling is we change the letter E into I, then we remove the letter E and just add ing like that. Okay. How about here? Um, the sentence could be changed like this. Like for example, many people feel bored on the long flight from Europe to Australia. So how did we change the spelling?
Mm, we it drops the final ing and add add ed.
All right, very good. Now, look, when do we use the adjective that ends in ing and the adjective that ends in ed, Pinky?
What?
Okay, when do we use the adjective that ends in ing and the adjective that ends in ed?
We use the adjectives that end with ing to describe the uh what describes the status. No. What we call it?
Okay, so we
Uh,
use the uh-huh.
I think we use the ing adjectives to describe the nature of the somethings and ed adjectives to describe the emotion of a person.
Very good. Perfect, Pinky. Okay, now let's look at this text. So here, mm, so this is the same thing. The text is the same with love is in the air. So since you've finished this one already, so I will not let you complete it anymore. Okay. So I want you to talk to me about the last time that you were surprised. So what happened? Why were you surprised?
Um, talk about the last time I was surprised. I was surprised because I can I could find my sketchbook which my mom had hidden.
All right. So tell me about the last time that you were tired.
Uh, it is last night because I am tired because I studied too much, so I was tired and sleepy.
All right. Okay, how about the time that you felt disappointed?
I was disappointed because my mom wasn't too good in Spanish.
Mm, okay. So what were you expecting from your mom?
Um, disappointed about my mom.
Yes, you said that you were disappointed about your mom. So for every disappointment that we have, it is because we expect so high, right? Okay. So why are you disappointed with your mom? Were you expecting something from her?
Um, disappointed because my mom always compared me with my friends, and she always shout, she is always shouting at my face, and I really disappointed and annoyed.
Yeah, that is actually like the worst thing that could happen to us as a daughter or as a son. When our parents, like when our own parents will compare us to other people, because we are all different and everyone has its own strengths and weaknesses. Yeah, maybe your friend is good in dancing and you're not, but you are also good at drawing and your friend is not good at drawing. So yeah, everyone is different. So we shouldn't compare. Okay. But I'm sorry to hear that one, Pinky, but yeah, we cannot actually change our mom. They are given already. Even me, I have many things that makes me annoyed about my mom, but I just let it go and forget about it. Because at the end of the day, whenever I have problem, it is always my mom whom I can call for help. Yeah. Okay. So now, Pinky, um, describe the situation that you were exciting.
Excited, excited,
Oh, describe some situations that was exciting.
um, is the that is the situations when my when I heard uh I heard my mom say that my extra classes uh is was cancelled.
All right. Okay. So, how about a situation that was interesting? What was it?
Interesting that uh when I am very sad, but uh my friend called me and uh told me
Mm-hmm.
called me and invite me to go to the cinema. I was very happy.
Very good. How about the situation that was very embarrassing? So, what happened in that, Pinky?
uh, I think when my teacher was what when my teacher criticized me of my bad mark in my class, I was embarrassed.
Yes. Okay. Well, how did you deal that situation?
Huh. But
How did you deal that situation, Pinky? Or
I feel embarrassed and
yeah.
ashamed and annoyed with myself.
Okay. So when you feel embarrassed, what do you do to yourself?
Uh, I told I said with myself that I have to learn and learn more.
Mm, okay. Like me, when I feel embarrassed, I couldn't stop thinking about what happened. Yes, until such time that it pushed me to tell it to my family and we will just laugh about it. Yeah, because when you just keep it to yourself, it's all in your mind until you go to bed. So it would be better if we can share it to the people that we trust the most. Yes. Or sometimes I talk to myself like, oh, I shouldn't have acted like that in public, like that. Or maybe I can just, okay, lesson learned. That's it. I can move on. Yeah, like that. Okay. So thank you for sharing the things about you, Pinky. So now let's look at here. So what is this? You're going to write three pairs of sentences using the adjectives from gaps 2, 8, and 10. So let's look at gaps 2. Okay, 8 and 10. So what was the task again? um write three pairs of adjectives using write three pairs of sentences using the adjectives from gaps 2, 8, and 10. Three pairs. Okay, for example, it is relaxing to listen to music. I always feel relaxed when I play my favorite song. So gap 2 is already an example. So what about interested, Pinky?
I'm interested in playing computer games. Uh,
Hmm.
this anime films is interesting.
All right. How about excited?
I am excited about the trip uh, yeah, to Japan next month. Uh, uh, life at school is exciting.
Very good, Pinky. Okay, are you really going to Japan next month?
No, it's just an example.
All right. So thank you for your sentences, Pinky. Now, do you have any question about when to use an adjective that ends in ed and ing?
Oh,
No. All right. Now let's move on with our reading part 4. So which of the things in the box are the most stressful for you?
uh, family problems and speaking in public.
All right. Okay. What other causes of stress are there, Pinky?
Uh, I am I am easy to embarrass, so speaking in the public is quite difficult to me. And
Mm,
family problems, uh, I feel annoyed and I I just want to uh, live in peace. I hate the noise.
yes, I feel you, Pinky. Yeah. So what happens to people when they feel stressed?
Can you ask again?
What happens to people when they feel stressed?
Uh, they are tired or become more hot-tempered, I think.
That is so true. Yeah, they easily get mad, even if it's just a small thing. Yes, and that is true to me too. Anyway, Pinky, it's already time, so we will just call it a night. Thank you so much, Pinky. I hope you learned something for today and see you next week. Bye, Pinky.
Goodbye, teacher.